Bienvenidos, welcome.
Fine.
You are Rafael Garcia.
Yes, sir.
Do you speak English fluently
Yes.
or you speak Spanish? Perfecto.
I speak Spanish.
Habla Spanish,
Yeah.
perfecto. Sí.
Spanish perfectly. ¿Habla español mejor que inglés?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I have a translator here, and I'm going to ask the translator, please state your full name for the record.
Erica Burge.
And Ms. Burge has a history with our court. She has translated numerous cases, English to Spanish, Spanish to English. She is fluent in English and Spanish, and we welcome her all the time whenever she's here translating. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm, Ms. Burge, that you will true and correctly translate English to Spanish, Spanish to English, and this defendant understands fluently Spanish into the language he understands? You will translate during these proceedings so that the defendant can understand and comprehend all the proceedings here. And you will do it correctly, so help you God.
Yes, Judge.
Lower your hand. You are Rafael Garcia.
Yes.
Yes.
And you were here with your attorney, Ms. Metaldi.
Yes, Judge.
And there is a motion to revoke unadjudicated probation in cause number 23 CR 2081. This was filed October 1st, 2025. Are we ready to proceed?
Yes, Judge.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will truly answer any questions, or if you make statements during this hearing, which you may be allowed to do so, you will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Lower your hand. Can we proceed in summary?
Yes, Judge.
In summary, this motion to revoke unadjudicated probation states that on July 31st, 2024, in this court, you, Rafael Garcia, was placed on 10 years deferred or unadjudicated probation for evading arrest or detention with a motor vehicle, which is a third-degree felony. Is all of that true and correct?
Yes, sir.
Allegation 1 in the motion states you failed to report to the probation office, the Jefferson County Probation Office, on or about September 4th, 2025, which was in violation of your probation order, which required you to report to the probation office regularly. Is all of that true?
Que no se reportó. ¿Es cierto? Yes, Judge.
3 states you provided a urine sample to the probation office as required of you on August 21st, 2024 and September 18th, 2025, which showed the presence of tetrahydrocannabinol or marijuana in your system.
Your Honor, I heard you state 2024 on the first date. It should be
August 21st, 2025 and September 18th, 2025. You provided a urine sample to the probation office, which showed the presence of marijuana or tetrahydrocannabinol in your system, which violates an order or a condition of your probation. Is all of that true?
It's true.
Is that good? 1 and 3?
Yes, Judge. Whatever your preference is.
my only other concern was count 2, Judge. And that's
What do you want to do?
I would prefer a plea on that, Judge.
That's, we failed to report the next day as well. From that's September 4th and September
So
5th.
he failed to report on 4th, but he had a jail sanction he failed to start. That's the difference between counts 1 and 2.
Yes, and we have, I was booking. So, yeah, no, yes.
The count 2 of the motion to revoke probation alleges that the defendant failed to report to the to the Jefferson County Correctional Facility, the county jail, on or about September 5th, 2025, which violates his probation order. Is that true?
That's only half the point.
He says that's not true because I did appear.
All right, let's, y'all sit down. We'll have a hearing. We'll have a hearing on it. Okay. Go ahead. Y'all get ready. Let's hear it. Who says it's not true?
No.
No. He's gonna, you need to sit with that, sit over here with your, lawyer. We're gonna have a hearing right now.
Not from the state judge, no, sir.
Judge, my only, I suppose, addition to that is that during probation meetings, he does not have somebody that translates information for him. My understanding is that his English is basic enough to have a basic understanding of things. However, for a more concrete understanding, I think a translator is necessary, which is why Ms. Burge is here today.
When did the defendant get placed into jail ultimately? When did he finally find his way into the jail, and how did that happen? Was he arrested or?
He was
It was
arrested
that-
in TRP.
But what date?
I'm sorry, sir, about the day of the jail, went to jail.
You may or may not have it. If you don't worry about it.
I don't know that, just,
Judge, this motion was filed on October 1st, so I'm assuming it's done shortly after that, but I don't have a good date for you, unfortunately.
You're saying your client was arrested from the motion to revoke probation?
That's correct. A warrant would have accompanied that
All right.
motion.
Anything else? The court is going to find that the defendant has pleaded true voluntarily and knowingly to allegations 1 and 3 of this motion to revoke unadjudicated probation. That is enough to grant this motion to revoke probation by a preponderance of the evidence or greater. And I grant this motion based upon those findings of 2 violations: the failing to report to the probation office and failing to and providing a urine sample which showed that he had marijuana or tetrahydrocannabinol in his system. Those are violations of condition 4 and condition 6 of his probation order. Now, what do we do? Pre-sentence, is there a pre-sentence report?
Yes, sir. And jail records show that this man was arrested on October 23rd. He's currently working on 54 days credit.
This is his only criminal history.
It is.
Okay.
And the underlying circumstances for the offense are bizarre, for lack of a better word.
They didn't drug test him that night, did they?
I don't believe they did, Judge, but there was, I mean, they're odd enough that I actually remember it before without actually looking at the file. So that says a lot.
Unfortunately, I don't have access to that because I didn't handle the underlying case. I was just added on to the motion to revoke the motion, so I'm unaware of.
Okay.
I personally would like to see him succeed. I think that he's just off to a really bad start with not doing what the probation has suggested.
What's state requesting?
The reason why I made a pen time offer to his lawyer is because from reading through the administrative hearings, it looks like the probation office has already made multiple accommodations to him as to each interaction that they've had with him. And at some point in time, we've got to make a decision to say, okay, you're not taking this probation seriously.
Okay.
So like I said, I would love to see him succeed and complete this probation, but it doesn't matter what I want. It matters what he wants. And from what I can see, he's not taking this stuff seriously. He's not doing what they're asking him to do. And he may be blaming the language barrier, but I don't think that's what it is. Because my probation officer tells me that she's able to communicate with him without any question about whether or not he understands.
In English?
I do. We've had conversations. He's told he wanted to be. We've had conversations. Speak slowly and slowly, and we do conversate. And I do. If it gets complicated, and he feels like I feel like he doesn't understand, I call in somebody. But that's happened one time.
Go ahead, defense.
Judge, we would obviously prefer to see him succeed on some form of probation as well. I think his lack of criminal history and his age that he's currently at is something to be taken into consideration. He's only 19 where he stands right now. He does not have any other prior felony convictions of any kind, and he has expressed to me that unfortunately he seems to be the type to learn his lessons the hard way. And from this 52 stint of being in custody in the Jefferson County Jail has showed him that that's not a place that he wants to be or spend real time at. Marijuana was a vice for him. He expressed that to me as well, saying that he fell on a hard time, wasn't able to find a job, was working through some things, and that was something that he resorted to and that he has a problem with. So my recommendation or my request would be some kind of JDCI conditions be added to his probation so that he can try to work towards being part of that successful 93% of Jefferson County probation. I'm asking for his deferred to be reinstated or at most for his probation to be switched to a straight probation so that he can continue on supervision and rehabilitate.
I didn't hear what the state's bottom line was on this.
So prior to today, Judge, I offered 4 years TDC, and I've been real candid with the court about that. It has everything to do with my perception that he's not willing to do what they keep asking him to do,
And that's what you're asking for.
Unfortunately, that's where I still stand.
Mr. Garcia, do you want to say anything to the court?
No.
Okay. The problem is we're talking about failing to report, which is very important. If you don't report, you're not on probation, really. And committing the crime, illegal possession of a controlled substance, namely marijuana, tetrahydrocannabinol, is a crime. Those are serious. You got in trouble for committing a crime. You don't, and now you're committing another one here. And which, all right, the court is going to find that the defendant has pleaded true voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently to allegations 1 and 3 of the motion to revoke probation. That is enough to grant this motion to revoke unadjudicated probation by preponderance of the evidence or greater. And thus, I approve the motion, and the defendant's deferred or unadjudicated probation that he was on is revoked. Earlier in the case, the defendant pleaded guilty to the 3rd-degree felony of evading arrest or detention with a motor vehicle voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently. There was sufficient evidence supporting his guilty plea at that hearing to find him guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. I now find you, Rafael Garcia, guilty of this underlying third-degree felony of evading arrest or detention with a motor vehicle, and your deferred or unadjudicated probation is revoked. You are convicted of this third-degree felony and sentenced to 2 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. And that is a conviction.
Y esa es una convicción.
I wish you would have been successful. All right. Anything else? That is all.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.